Oh, it's so cold in here. Even my phone is freezing. It's very cold today. It's November 11th, the Veterans Day here in New York City. Today is Veterans Day. In the morning they had the parade, in the afternoon I mean. And I'm out for a live walk. The plan tonight, we begin at 54th Street and 7th Avenue. Yes, and we'll head west toward Broadway Street, then turn left, that is head south, so down Broadway and all the way into the bright lights of Times Square. Well, as always, I'm your guide and I've been exploring the city. And then, yeah, exploring the city for about 10 years now. And yet, every time I walk these streets, I still feel that spark of wonder. Didn't realize they have some bazaar in here. But they have another one bazaar there by the Broadway Street near Times Square. Oh, New York gifts. Oh, this is New York gifts. Look at that. Well, the air is crisp tonight. Late autumn has fully settled in. And the breeze, that chill edge, well, that reminds you this is New York in November. Okay, and the leaves long since fallen. And the night setting in early. And you know, the street lights flickering on as we walk. So I'm bundled up, but I will admit, after a long day, this walk feels like the right kind of challenge, you know. Well, a little tired, yes, but energized by the city pulse and by the occasion of the day. You know, honoring our veterans, reflecting on service, on community, and on where we are and where we're going. So let's go from 54th and 7th Avenue. We'll turn west towards Broadway. Well, already you'll see the buildings out there along 7th Avenue. And the architecture in this area, the mix of older buildings like this one here and that one there, and the newer ones like that one there, and up there. It's a mixture of old and new here. Anyway, we have the hotel signs there by Sheraton Hotel. Can you see that? Yes. Okay. Make a shout out to, who's the first comer? Melinda? Oh, Melinda. Yeah, Melinda's the first comer. You're the winner tonight, Melinda. And Rick Melvin there. Hello, Rick Melvin. And Princess Erica. M. Zambrano. Hi, Jill. Why are in the cold? Yes, it's very cold tonight. I can't help it because I did not go live last night, and I feel bad if I won't go live today. That's why, even though it's very cold tonight, I came out and do this. Thank you for your concern, M. Zambrano. M. Zambrano, I'm gonna send you pictures on the Veterans Day parade happened this afternoon. I took some pictures. I did not go live though, but I have some videos that I'm gonna upload. And make a shout out to you, Ashley, and Israel Morales. Hola amigo, saludos, Israel Morales. Thanks everyone for coming early. And yes, tonight we're starting here from 74 and 7th Avenue. Okay. Yes, I was there at the parade in front of the library. You know, I'm a library man, right? So, actually, the library was closed. I went to the library. Didn't realize that it's a holiday because it's not a federal holiday. That's why I didn't realize. So I went to the library, not realizing that it's closed, and it so happened that the parade is there, but I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared to go live because I don't have my gimbal with me. Yes, so that's why. But I took some pictures and some videos, some clips that I gonna stitch them up and upload the whole course of the parade. Okay. Hey, Miss Jean Bedford. Hello, New York. So we're gonna head westward to Broadway Street. This is Broadway Street right in front of me. So we're gonna walk westward, okay? So I always love this transitional zone, no? Just north of the core Midtown bustle, no? Yet the lights and theaters are beginning to, you know, to announce themselves through their marquees. Okay, and you might spot classic marquee signs just ahead. I'm gonna show you. Okay, as well, as we approach Broadway, I want to pause for a moment and reflect on what this street means. You know, Broadway isn't just the street actually. So it carries with it centuries of performance art, art in general, architecture, and what I call it, and the idea of show business that defined New York. You know, so the term Broadway theater is globally recognized, and the theater district really migrated uptown in the early 1900s. So it did not start here. It started from down south by near the Union Square. Then as the area around Times Square became cheaper, real estate, and more accessible. So the phrase Great White Way emerged because of the electric sign lighting, lighting up right after the night. So this was the brightest area in the city. That's why it was called the Great White Way. Yes, I'm standing right now at the corner of 54 and Broadway. Yes. So we're going to be walking through that history tonight. You know. So as we turn onto Broadway, we are on Broadway right now. We're heading south, taking the height of the buildings here. This is the Colbert Theater here. And some with the modern facades, some with the classical. It's like this one, modern facade. It's a glass and called steel building. Others are made of stone, like those one, the old ones, like the Colbert Theater. This Colbert Theater is where the Beatles has performed first here in America. Okay, oh, the wind is so strong and so cold. You are right, M. Soprano. I hate this. Oh my God, I hate this. So cold, man. Why am I here? Because I feel sad, I feel bad actually that I wasn't able to go live last night. That's why I'm here tonight. Anyway, one I'll call out specifically, the Lyceum Theater there on the west of 45th Street. Well, just a little further down. Wait, I put my hood. I cannot close my hood because what is this? Did I lose the... I don't know. It doesn't have any string on it. Wow. Why am I talking my problems here? I should not be talking about my problems here. Anyway. So, okay. So I just gave you one example of how the past lives within the present because of that Woodard architecture of the Lyceum Theater. Well, as we walk, I'll share bits of history, of theater history in particular, and bits of urban architecture, and also reflections on this Veterans Day. You know, what it means to walk and to remember and to live in a city built by many generations. And I'll keep it conversational, okay? And as if I'm chatting with you and friend walking beside me. So join me now. So now let's head south along Broadway. This is where south direction is. Can you see the bright light at the end of the horizon? That's the Times Square. That's where we're heading. But we're gonna discuss as we walk along Broadway. Well, I'll mention some theaters and spots as we pass them. No, there's a Broadway theater at 1681 Broadway. That one, you see that Broadway theater there? Well, that theater, that is where Miss Saigon was shown before, 20 years back. Yeah, the phenomenal Miss Saigon. It was shown in that theater. Okay, so this Broadway theater opened in 1924 as a movie house and transitioned into live theater. Look at that. Well, Colbert Theater here, where this is the Ed Sullivan Theater actually, where the Colbert show is being shown every night. So this Sullivan Theater is where the Beatles had performed first here in America, and it was a big hit. Okay. Well, anyway, this Broadway theater, its original facade was Italian Renaissance style, though it's been updated many times. But the inside, when I watch what did I watch from this Broadway theater? Oh, I remember now. Here Lies Love. Is that the correct title? Here Lies Love. Yes, it's a story about Imelda Marcos, and performed. Lea Salonga was part of the musical. Her role was the mother of Ninoy Aquino, and I watched that twice because I had visitors came in, so I have to show them the musical. Okay, now the new musical highlighted in here is The Great Gatsby, a new musical. Okay, so, well, and it's interesting to think a building built for silent film orchestras became a place for live spectacle, and that transformation mirrors New York itself, no? Always adapting. Yeah. If you look around now, you'll notice the light versus the shadow, the street lights, the theater marquees. Perhaps the reflection of shop windows. The wind picks up a little, you know, as we pass some high rise. It's blowing my hood. You know, the chill reminds me why walking is always a gift in this city. Actually, you feel alive, you feel the elements, you know, and you feel your own pulse in rhythm with the street. So I won't regret walking tonight, even though it's very cold, freezing cold. Actually, it's not advisable. Many had stayed indoor, but I'm still out here doing what I'm doing right now. Well, you know, over the east side of Broadway, you might glimpse some restaurants with warm interior lights, like that Bread and Manger, and there's a Starbucks there. You know, it's near dinner time for some folks, but being Veteran Day, the city has a particular energy. People still out, people pausing, lights brighter, perhaps because you want to make the day, or you want to mark the day. I'm sorry, you want to mark the day. So as we continue south, that's where I'm focused right now. And I want to reflect. This city is built on stories of service, not just military service, but service to the city. Service to each other. That's very important. So tonight's walk is an invitation, actually. Let's notice that. Let's notice that service. Okay, let's cross the street. A veteran walking these very streets once, or a Broadway usher who welcomes soldiers home, or a street vendor lighting up their stand. Well, all these layers around the area. That's the Broadway theater. Well, now approaching roughly the intersection around what street is that? 52nd? Yeah, you see the mix of old theater signs and the newer electronic billboards creeping in, like this one here. The theater district started consolidating here because of transportation improvement and the availability of cheaper sites in the early 20th century. So we pass a few theaters. We won't explore in full detail, but every time I walk, I pick up one building and say a mental, "Hello, you've got stories," something like that. Well, one of them is not here though. One of them is that there, Neil Simon. You see that Neil Simon is one of those old theaters here. They're showing MJ the musical. MJ means Michael Jackson, and I heard a lot of positive review about this, and haven't seen it yet. So I keep on delaying seeing this. I was planning to see this 2 years ago, actually. Yes, 2 years ago. But I told myself, okay, just leave it in there. I would see the others who are going to finish soon, because MJ musical is not going to finish right away. It's not going to end right away. That's why I keep delaying it. So that's the reason why I haven't seen it yet. See the Neil Simon Theater. Well, imagine the countless shows, the actors pacing backstage, the audiences streaming in, all of it layered over decades. And for us tonight, as we walk, we carry our own layer and our own story, Well, I'm feeling a little tired, to be honest. Walking after a long day, the muscles reminding me I've done something. But that's good, Let us cross. Okay, because the tired feeling anchors me in the moment. Yes, it says I'm here and I'm walking and I'm noticing, and that is important. Well, this is one of the few establishments that I get into. This is the Times Square Church. That one there at the top, that's the Times Square Church. Before I was going to attending the Sunday service on this church, but I transferred to another one. This is very huge church, and they utilize the theater. I don't know what this theater called before, but it's the whole theater that they're renting for the church. The church is renting the whole theater. Look at that. There are a lot of stores around, especially the gift stores. the souvenir shops, you know. Well, it's so cold, man. Let's walk faster. I feel cold. I hope you don't mind if I'm going to finish this early because it's really cold out here. My hands are numbed already, actually. I'm wearing gloves, but my hands are already numbed. Others, they don't wear gloves, and yet, wow. What street is this now? We're on... what number? 51st. Okay. This is the 51st. Okay, this is the Stardust Diner. It's famous for its singing wait staff. The waiters and waitresses, they sing and dance as they serve you. This is the theater for Mamma Mia. Oh, I think the show is finished already because they're starting to exit now. So it's just finished. It's one of the most beautiful and exciting musicals in history. And these are the sidecars here waiting for those who are going to. And if you want to buy some souvenirs related to the Broadway shows, here it is. It's called the One Shubert Alley Broadway, and you can buy souvenirs related to the musicals around Broadway. Look at that, like The Wicked, what is Mamma Mia, H-Town, Dead Becomes Her, you know. And they have shirts, they have fans, mugs, a lot of mugs. Also this theater, the Winter Garden Theater, the Winter Garden where Mamma Mia is now showing. Before, the Beetlejuice, where is that? I saw a bit, yeah, that's one. The Beetlejuice was shown here before. And this is where I've seen the Back to the Future. That was a beautiful musical. Back to the Future, I watched that. It's so beautiful. And also, this is the same theater where it housed the musical Cats. You know, remember Cats? It's been there for long years, and they shown Cats there for long years. And look at these souvenir shops. They got beautiful items like this bust of Naruto. Beautiful. And small miniatures, right? Okay, let's continue walking. So the 50th. What theater is in here in the 50th? Oh, the Where's Shine Theater? I cannot pronounce it, but anyway, that theater where Wicked, the Wicked is being shown here on the 50th. Okay, so we're on the corner. Let's just wait for our turn so we can cross. I don't want to get in trouble. Can you cross now? Okay, we can cross now. So a lot of souvenir shops here because there's a lot of tourists in the area, you know. Where theaters are in Broadway, tourists are there. Expect it. So we're now around, what is that, 48th Street or so. Anyway, the lights are stronger. The lights are stronger than moonlight. I keep on talking, I'm not seeing the comments. Sorry about that. Well, Melinda's there, Real Light, Joe, Jean Bedford, hey, Rick Melvin, M. Sombrano. Okay, thank you Miss Jean Bedford for coming early, because the last time she came when we were ending the live streaming. And Mark M. Hello Mark M. Mr. Romantico. Yeah, Mr. Suave, Mr. Romantico. Just like Nación Alternativa. Mr. Romantico, Mr. Suave. Okay, look at the lights here. So they already dressed the trees up with lights. This restaurant is Junior's, famous for its cheesecake. I ate here once, a burger. I don't want to tell about it. It's just an ordinary burger. Anyway, nothing special. Okay. Hey, .rm, make a shout out to you. .rm, Israel Morales there. Ooh, we got a lot of comments right now. Okay, we continue walking. And you can see that the lights are stronger in here, and the buzz of Broadway is picking up. You know, the mix of neon, of signage, of advertising boards, and they feel loud but not overwhelming. You're used to it if you live in New York City, but a visitor for the first timer here might find it dazzling. For me, after 10 years, I still pause and breathe it in, you know? It doesn't stop me from mesmerized. Is that the proper word? I hope so. Okay, we walk past the restaurants like Junior here, Sbarro, not already there, but no, Sbarro is my favorite restaurant in the area. But when the pandemic strike in, they close, and after the pandemic has finished, they never opened back again. That's my favorite restaurant. Even in Manila, that's my favorite restaurant, Sbarro. That's where I used to eat every time. So we have here 49th Street, where Ambassador Theater is, and Eugene O'Neill Theater is. Yes. Okay. Maybe we'll do a quick stop after the walk for dinner somewhere. But for now, just absorbing, okay? So the signage above those restaurants often references Broadway Theater District, like this one here. Show tonight, tickets, dining, you know, the area built around the performance, you know, food, drink, theater, and movement. Well, as we pass that street, oh wow, I want to bring us into reflection. You know, Veterans Day reminds me that walking in a city like this under lights means more than just scenery. It means resilience. I always mention that word resilience in our live streaming, in our reflections. You know, the buildings stand, the streets are lived in, and people move through here for generations. And we have an opportunity now to think, what am I building? Reflect on yourself. What are you building? You know, what am I giving back? What lights am I contributing? Well, for me, the camera, the live walk, the narration especially, well, it's my way of giving back to the city I love. And for you, maybe it's something else. But for me, that's my humble contribution. Now we're approaching more and more now. We have here the Broadway night market. It's just not a night market because it's still open during the day. Well, maybe it's more appropriate to say the Broadway Christmas Bazaar. Yes, the Broadway Christmas Bazaar. Ooh, it's so cold. The wind blows and it's so cold. You know what? My hands are numbed already, although I'm wearing gloves. 2 hands, but it's so numb. The others, they're not wearing any gloves at all. Wow. Anyway, this is the Broadway Christmas Bazaar. Here. Beautiful, right? And they're selling a lot of things in here. decoration, jewelry, so winter necessities. Anyway, that end there, the end of our screen, that is where the heart of Times Square fringe, you know. But we're not yet in full how actually. That gives me a chance to show a bit and talk about architecture. Well, notice how some of the theaters have classical facades. The columns, the ornamentation, the older windows. Others are modern boxes of glass and metal. Well, that layering is New York's signature, no? And on a night like tonight, you see them illuminated differently. Yes, the cool air, the lights, the early darkness make the bright elements pop. These are the items sold here. Many are decorative. Some you can hang onto your Christmas trees, particularly here, that you can hang onto your Christmas trees. Beautiful, right? Look at those. Also the same on the other side. It says Santa's Workshop. And here, food, the empanada. Oscar's Empanada y Arepas. Empanada y Arepas. What's arepas? I haven't tried that. Oscar Arepas. Beef patties, empanadas de carne. Arepas? Let me try arepas. Hello! Oh, maybe he's closing now. Oh, look at the kitchen. It's not organized. He's closing now. Okay, he's closed now. He turned off the light. It's so oily and it's not clean. Sorry. Oh, that's the Dubai chocolate there. See, strawberry and Dubai chocolate with pistachio. Hello there. So this Dubai chocolate here with strawberries and pistachio. These are jewelries here, and your winter necessities are over here. Okay. Okay. So we're crossing, what street is this? 46? Anyway, that one is 45, right? This is 42. In 45, that is where, let us go this way. In 45, that is where the, I was telling about the Lyceum Theater. Okay, let's cross. That's where the Lyceum Theater there in 45 that I mentioned earlier. If we glance to our right, west side of Broadway, we can see a lot of, in both sides actually, LCDs, billboards, giant billboards. I hope there are some TikTokers doing their stint here. Anyway, it's very cold. I really just feeling bad if I don't go live tonight. That's why I came here. Even though the wind's strong, temperature dropped, very chilly. Not chilly, it's very cold actually. It's very cold, and I did not bring my poncho. I have one poncho, Mexican poncho. I bought one Mexican poncho, and I gonna wear that next time when I come here. Okay, so we don't have TikTokers right now, so because it's freezing, and we have the usual characters here. King Kong, the favorite of Israel, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Goku. I'm building. I feel tired. My God, sorry for that, man. Okay, slowly we're gonna walk. I don't even see the street performers. Maybe it's too cold for them because every time they perform, they remove their shirts because once they move a lot and they sweat out. And now I don't see them, but I see their gadgets in here. Maybe they're just on recess. They're on break because their gadgets are here, the cones are there, and they secured their perimeters. Look at the cones. And I think they're gonna start a show now. So cool. Yeah, look at that. They're gonna start. Go start. Start. La musica problema. Ay na. La musica problema. Yes, good. Turn off. Yeah, ba? Only few of them. Others, they take their break. They're not on today because it's very good. It's very cold outside. Doesn't make sure if I'm going around. Must have been cold. Yes, it's cold outside. And look at these winter necessities here, just in case that you need them. Are we going to go here or there? Oh, wow. Traffic is blocked. We cannot pass. See? It's blocked. It's blocked. Anyway, what street is this? 45. So this is where I was telling you. I was telling you about the Lyceum Theater there. It says Lyceum Theater extended again through July 5. Oh Mary, that one there. Maybe I can. You know what? I cannot zoom in and out because I'm wearing gloves. Whew. But I'm supposed to, do that because this glove is capable of doing that. Yeah, that's the Lyceum Theater that I was talking about. It's so old. Yeah, it's a traffic jam. Make a shout out to you, Joe Hernandez. In Monroe there. Yeah, in Monroe well. In Monroe well. Sorry for that. Ivan. That's my friend Ivan. Ivan message me. Ivan, message me. Tell me I'm free Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Choose where we're gonna meet. And I saw a new interesting restaurant. Actually, I saw a handful that I'm interested to go to, but I'm so alone that I cannot go by myself. You know, it's on me, man. Don't worry, it's on me. I just can't go because I'm alone. I don't feel like eating and I don't eat much nowadays. Maybe if I'm gonna eat with someone, a friend, then I'm gonna eat more. Yeah, Ivan. Thank you, Ivan, for coming. Imon, bro. See well. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, Jornanda says it's warmer in Mexico and it's even cold in Orlando. Wow, cold in Orlando? Ooh. Imonro, can I make you one of my what do you call this, moderators, please? How to do that? I'll try. I try Imonro. How to do this? Ooh, how to do this? Okay. Add as moderator. Yes, I added Imonro as one of my moderators. You cannot say no, man. I already added you. Hit me a message, okay? Please tell me when's the day that you're available. Because everyone is gonna be busier as the holidays is approaching. I don't want to, bother with your busy schedule. So anyway, this live stream is gonna be short, and I'm not going somewhere much or staying much here because of the weather. It's killing me actually. My hands are numb even though I'm wearing my gloves. So everyone, welcome in Monroe as one of the moderators. Thank you, man. Anyway, so as we proceed south, what's this street? Towards, is it 44? Okay, it's 44 and 43rd there, and onward. Well, I'll note that on this route we'll also pass clusters of restaurants. There are Italian, Asian fusion, classic American, and bars with warm light and inviting interiors. See around, a lot of them, especially in this area here, the area there, a lot. Okay, the city eats, drinks, and the theater goes. Well, if you feel a bit weary, you might think, well, let's stop at one of those later. So I want to do that with my friend Ivan. Okay, just send me a message, man. Okay. So, well, but for now, let's keep walking and keep noticing. Later on, we keep on thinking about the food and the eating. But a lot of restaurants around here, that area, there are a lot of restaurants. Let's cross, that's 44th that we cross. We're heading towards 44, and this pedestrian plaza is also called the military island, because this is where the military recruitment office is located. You see the flag, the American flag, full of lights and full of LEDs. That is where the recruitment office is. Okay. I feel cold really, man. So shivering. That where the American flag is, that's the military recruitment center. That's why this island is also called the military island. Oh, the Torrey University is there. So we're turning 43rd Street ahead. Yeah, this is 43rd, right? Okay. And we'll pass by more lights. Well, if you look ahead, you may start to see glimpses of larger digital screens that we associate with Times Square. The flickering ads, the big crowds, voices. Well, even now, there's a sense of movement. There's a sense of movement building, you know. And I'm drawing a bit of energy from the fact that tonight is Veterans Day. Yes, and I'm reflecting on the idea of veterans walking their own paths, returning home, and perhaps looking for meaning, and perhaps walking these same streets. To me, every live walk in NYC is in a micro way, you know, a pilgrimage from one place to another through time and history. Well, the breeze picks up a little as we hit, oh my God, as we hit 42nd Street. Let's cross. I want to cross the other way because it's brighter, more interesting. There are more to show. There are more lights. Well, if I weren't moving, well, I might feel it deeper. But walking keeps me warm, actually. Well, you know, that's a metaphor, you know. If I ever heard one movement keeps us alive, then change keeps us warm. That's my metaphor for that. And on our right now is maybe, this is not a theater, this is one square, a Times Square, one Times Square, it's called one Times Square, and they're gonna open the rooftop for viewing this fall. I don't know if they had started already, or but I don't think they had already. See, one Times Square viewing deck, yeah, that's what they call it, one Times Square viewing deck. And it's gonna be opening. Okay, as we continue walking, we're gonna reach 42nd, and that is the theater district they call right now, because that is where the concentration of theaters from the old previous theaters that were showcasing musicals, and then until they showcased vaudeville, until they show there was a dark side. They showed burlesque also. They showed burlesque, and they show adult entertainment. That's the dark side of this area before. You know that the theater district underwent major renewal in 1980s and 1990s, you know, because many of the theaters gained landmark status, and the area was reinvigorated, you know. Well, that's renewal matters, you know. The city decided that it is cool, that it's a cultural heritage matters, and as we walk tonight, where is my cover? Okay, we live in that legacy. Now we approach the edge of the core. This is the edge of the core Times Square blocks. But instead of, shall we cross? 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 I made it. Okay. No, but instead of immediately plunging into the heart, I'll slow a bit, you know, take in the reflections on the road. You know, the yellow lines, then white lines, the stream of pedestrians, the taxis, the pedicabs. Well, the soundscape, like the engines, the footsteps, distant horns, the laughter, the loud music of those pedicabs that my mic is capturing, and YouTube made me reprimand me for being for violating the copyright. Anyway, well, it's late enough that the crowd is a bit more moderate than the midday crash. You know, because it's all already late now, but the energy is still rich. You know, well, here's a thought. As a New Yorker of 10 years walking these streets, the city doesn't feel brand new anymore, but it doesn't feel old either. So it feels alive, and that's the magic. You know, maybe you're feeling a bit tired now too, and that's okay. Tired means invested, and tired means you're showing up. And as we step closer to, or not closer to, but outside of Times Square proper, that's around 41st and 40th, that's located there. The lights grow taller and lesser. The concentration of lights is on the opposite side there. Yes. And the billboards are larger on that side, and you might hear more distinct chatter of tourists, families, you know. Well, here I like to pause, you know, even if it's just mentally. I think this is one of the most iconic pedestrian spaces in the world, and I'm walking it tonight, you know, on Veterans Day. You know, remember November 11, Veterans Day. That gives a sense of gratitude. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for walking with me tonight, and thank you for letting me talk and share. Thank you for caring about the city, about the truth of movement and place. Well, because this is more than scenery, it's connection. Well, we're here by the suburbs, the outer perimeter of Times Square, shall I say? I don't know. I cannot pick up a proper term for that, so I'm saying it like an engineer. Well, the street around Broadway and 42nd is illuminated in a way that almost bends light. You know, the neon, LED, the glass facades, all competing, every one of them, and at the same time harmonizing. So that road ahead there glows, and pedestrians cross in diagonal flow sometimes, and I feel my jacket flutter with the wind again. Oh my God, the ground still hums with stories of the city actually. And I want to spotlight one more theater. We reached a big square, that's Stephen Sondheim Theater. That's on the 43rd there, but we did not turn right. But I will just explain. No, that one is emblematic of Never Meets Heritage. Originally, the name was Henry Miller's Theater, and rebuilt and reopened in 2009, and it shows how Broadway can renew itself and stay relevant and stay alive. So we are here for Veterans Day, so let us pause for a moment of reflection. Think of veterans who have served, and think of the people on these streets who serve you every day as well. You know, the cab drivers, the theater ushers, the restaurant staff, the emergency workers, the sidewalk vendors. Did you say that? Sidewalk vendors? The street food vendors, shall I say? Well, the city runs because of service. The city thrives because of people showing up again and again. And tonight, we honor that. Now, as we wind down our walk, I invite you to reflect on your own service. Maybe to yourself, or maybe to others. So what is the path you walk? Or what lights do you pass? And are you noticing them? Or maybe are you stopping to reflect, or are you staying in motion? Beautiful here, Ruth. That's the theater district. Well, I feel a little chill now, no? The breeze is insistent. Oh my God. It's kicking me away from the street, telling me get inside and warm yourself. But I also feel energized at the same time. Well, I'm tired. The tiredness is there, but it's good actually. It means I'm connected, and it means I'm here. And I hope you feel connected as well. Oh, the noise of the engine. Well, in a minute, I'll end the live stream. But before I do that, thank you for being part of this. And thank you for walking through Broadway and Times Square with me. Thank you for honoring Veterans Day by showing up and by being present. And I hope tonight's live walk brings you inspiration, a sense of place, and a little spark of motivation. Well, if you're ever in New York, do this walk as well. No? Start at 54th, where we started, 54th Street and 7th Avenue. Head towards Broadway, then go south to Times Square. Do it when the lights are coming on, and when the night has just settled. And think, I am part of a city or part of a story, or part of something bigger, and feel that something special. Well, until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep walking. This is Gil TV Live from New York City. And thank you. Good night, everyone. And God bless. Make a shout out to everyone. Hey, I cannot turn it on. Hey, George Schultz. Thank you very much for dropping by, George Schultz. And George Schultz is regular here on our live streaming. Princess Erica, Melinda, Ashley, Jean Bedford, thank you for this live video. Thank you also, Miss Jean Bedford. Thank you very much for that. Make us see the most energetic city in the world. Yeah, thank you for appreciation. Everyone, please don't forget to hit the like button. That's what Joy Hernandez has been reminding everyone every time. Mr. Romantico and Bill Wick. Oh, the Princess Erica. Joy Hernandez there. Bill Wick, thanks for dropping by. Okay. Howdy we, Bill Wick. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, everyone. Maid Zambrano. Says spicy, your temperature is 40 degrees. That's warm. Because now it's cold. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the Celsius. I'm still stuck with the Celsius. Anyway, thank you for dropping, everyone. To my viewers in Tokyo, not just Tokyo, in Japan. Nihon no minasan, honjitsu mo arigatou gozaimasu ne. Kono live streaming o goran itadakimashite makoto ni arigatou gozaimasu. Mainichi kono live streaming ga yatte masu node, mata ashita yoroshiku onegai shimasu. See you again tomorrow. Hasta la vista en la mañana a todos. Paalam sa lahat. Thank you very much, everyone. Ciao, arrivederci, au revoir, Saichen. Good night, and everyone. Good night, M. Sembrano. Good night, Melinda. And good night, Ashley. Okay, Ivan, text me a message, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.